It's week 30, and up next, we'll see Dirks. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Lions and the Bears. Madden football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Such a great tradition. Thanksgiving Day, I'm so happy to be a part of it as well. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, think about it. 1934, Dallas, 1966. That's where the seeds for this thing. 3 games during the day and night. Now, I love that we call it the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a player, a coach, a fan at home, or in our case, Mike, here in the booth broadcast.
The first of 3 on this Thanksgiving. Glad to have you along on this holiday. And we begin right here in the Motor City. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time and leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, it'll be a hard team to beat.
So Kittle comes in motion. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
What can I say? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do. When you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
On first down, it's Hurts. He's got that to the rookie first-round pick, Brian Thomas. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. First down and goal to go. The motion man is Raymond. Hurts looking to throw on first down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. At the 4-yard line. Hurts will try it again. It is brought in the end zone. Khalif Raymond, touchdown Lions. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft. It's Trevor Lawrence.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That'll be caught. Juju Smith-Schuster. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7. Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We're going to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Darnell Wright. Guilty that time. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll try and get there on the ground.
So the two components to a scramble drill, Mike, is the quarterback has to buy time with his legs, and then all of the receivers need to second reaction and come open downfield late. And he bought time, but nobody was able to separate, and there's nowhere to go with the ball.
On 4th down, here's the rookie, the Aussie, 4th-round pick, Torrey Taylor, to punt for Chicago. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. First and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Up the sideline at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
This pass is caught by Thomas. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A short one there. Caught by Kittle.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
He'll get this out wide. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts again. Duvernay with the grab. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able. Now can he convert on 3rd and 3? To the air again. Hurts. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, Hurts. He runs with it. He is in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently second in the NFL in rushing. Lawrence now to throw on first down. Open man, it's Juju Smith-Schuster downfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First down, Chicago.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The pickup is 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Torrey Taylor now. And John to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Lions offense and running back James Cook making their way out. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently second in that category. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
First and 10 now from the 36. On play action, Hurts. That's to the sideline, taken in by Thomas. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down.
Nice play here by Thomas, and I think the biggest thing that he does, Mike, is his ability to get vertical, track the ball, and then go up and compete at the highest point. And I can tell you, when quarterbacks can throw that ball anywhere on the field and just feel like their guy is going to come down with it, they don't have to be necessarily as accurate. They don't have to necessarily always be perfect. The wide receiver allows a much larger margin for error, and It's a big reason why he led college football last year in touchdowns.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Marked down at the 6.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And he will score. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown Lions. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. Good one here in the NFC North, and still 2 more to come on Thanksgiving Day. The Giants and Cowboys will follow up from Arlington. And later tonight, in the NFC North, the Packers are in action. They'll be taking on the Miami Dolphins, where Miami visit to Lambeau. 8:20 Eastern. And let's not forget, tomorrow, the second ever Black Friday game. Is that a good omen? The silver and black. We have the Raiders taking on the Chiefs at Arrowhead, and the start time on that is 3 o'clock Eastern. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. They'll come up here, first and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A first down throw for Lawrence. He's got his big target, Everett. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Lawrence. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Here's a 3rd and 10. Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense and their running back set to go once more. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. A run up the middle with Cook. And he will pick up a first down up to the 37-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Hurts to the air on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. In motion comes Thomas. Off the play fake, Hurts. He'll get this out wide. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And he'll get this only to about the 10. Second down and 8.
It's second and 8.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He goes down dangerous right there, so close to the goal line. He is outside of the end zone, though. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't a safety.
On second down, Barkley. And he'll move it out of harm's way. A gain of 3 up to the 4-yard line. Third and long. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
The Bears sending out their punt team as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. From the 39, here's a first and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Duvernay with the grab. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
On second down, Hurts. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The motion man is Raymond. A first down throw for Hurts. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Hurts again. He finds Raymond for the completion. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Again, Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This from an even 50 yards out. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions extend the lead to 24-0.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On first and 10, Lawrence. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. A number of great games coming up this holiday weekend. Of course, we begin tomorrow. The second ever Black Friday game. The Raiders, Chiefs from Arrowhead. Even more good matchups to check out in the late afternoon window. A 4 o'clock start up in Baltimore, where it'll be the Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Finally, on Monday night, Cyber Monday. Put the credit card away and settle in for the Browns and Broncos from Denver. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback, that's Jalen Hurts. He accounted for 3 touchdowns in that first half. 1 in the air, 2 more on the ground. And he's been electrifying to this point. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other...
Lawrence now to throw on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The relationship between pass coverage and the rushing, that's what every defensive coordinator is striving for, and this is a great example why, Mike. They clog up all the throwing lanes, nowhere to go with the ball, and allows that defensive front to get home.
Lawrence now on second down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! The Lions offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Cook. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw is Hurts. No chance at all. He'll go down.
You want to win in the NFL and have success on defense, you have to be able to alter the passing game. You have to affect the quarterback and then not allow him to be comfortable operating from the pocket. So after some early struggles, it's got to feel good to get to him now, but they've got a big deficit they're trying to claw back from.
So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. The Bears offense ready to take over possession of the football. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll get about 2. Tracy Walker up from the secondary to make the stop. Once again, it's Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Here in the 2nd half, you find yourself trailing late. Every single possession is critical. You can't waste any of them. But now, after that 3rd down sack, you got to imagine a punt is coming. The likelihood of a comeback just continues to go down.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On play action, here's Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. Now after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Duvernay in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Kayvon Thibodeau with the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hurts now. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Going for it all. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
The Bears send out their punt team. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Hurts. This pass is caught by Thomas.
Coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The quarterback just has no chance to escape when the offensive line gets beat that fast. When the defensive line can get in the backfield before the quarterback even hits his back foot of his drop, he's got no choice but to just eat the sack and live to play another play.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Running is Akers. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And this is how you just keep wearing down a defense. You find yourself with a pretty big lead. Now can they just lean on this run game the rest of the way and close this game out with a win?
Here's Akers. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Like somebody moved early up front. A second down throw for Hurts. Catch made right side by Thomas. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Detroit Lions, first down.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. We're on to the fourth on Thanksgiving Day. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw, Hurts. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away. In motion comes Thomas. Off the play fake, Hurts. A throw left side, taken in by Thomas.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Complete to Devin Duvernay. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions add on to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Lawrence. He's got the big man, Mo Alley-Cox. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. To throw is Lawrence. He's going to run it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
13 yards. First down there.
Lawrence. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Lawrence. To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Lawrence now. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Now here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. The home team's offense and Brian Thomas set to take over yet again. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So Kittle comes in motion. Akers. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
At the 43-yard line, a gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Hurts. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. The Lions will punt this ball away. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Lawrence. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. His own goal line. Raymond going to return it, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the 1st down. And that brings up 4th down. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now an injured player on the field, and that's the quarterback, Jalen Hurts, who is shaken up. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws.
And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick six.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick six here in the fourth quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bears offense back onto the field for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down, Chicago.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, they leave Ridley wide open. He's got it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this first and 10. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Look them up on a second down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley. The Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears cut into the lead a little bit.
Bears 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
So it's a win here for the Lions. And they will get a little extra time to enjoy it on this holiday weekend as they get the job done here on Thanksgiving. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.